Right, welcome back to Ace Academy. We're getting to slot 6, which, yeah. A little bit of a mistake in that, but sure. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets. Today is our match against Onobraisha. I still know if I'm saying that right. And I'm looking forward to it. I run through my morning routine, thinking up strategies in my head, then try to refocus as I finish my breakfast. I still have a class to attend to before my match. I grab my bag and hop on my bike. There's unexpectedly heavy traffic, amount of traffic this morning, and I rushed into class right on time. That was a little too close for comfort. As I settle into my seat, the professor clears his throat and beginning the lesson.
Good morning, class. For today's lesson, we will discuss the differences between energy and kinetic weapons.
Sounds interesting.
Let's first review the two defensive mechanisms of a gear, the shield and hull.
The hull is the physical gear.
The shield is a virtually invisible barrier generated by using the core's energy. The strength of the shield varies greatly depending on the core, shield generator, and power allocation settings. Energy and kinetic weapons are meant to target opposite defenses. Energy-based arsenals are effective against shields as they quickly drain shield energy, but because of that, they are weak at penetrating the hull. Alternatively, kinetic weaponry is designed to puncture the armor, but they are weak against shields as the kinetic energy gets dispersed over a large surface area, the entire shield. For the purpose of war games and recreational use, only energy weapons are permitted. A gear is considered destroyed when it is depowered. Of course, outside of recreational combat, this rule does not apply.
The student raises his hand.
What about hybrid weapons?
Ah, yes. Hybrid weapons are able to equally damage both the shield and hull. However, their damage strength is not as effective as a singular purpose weapon.
The student nods in acknowledgement.
Please turn to page 233 and let's take a look at the different types of energy weapons.
I've looked at the page where Professor mentioned to continue listening to the lesson.
That's all for today. Please make sure you have all completed your web link assignments for next class.
I pack my things and head to the hangar to meet up with my team. Our match is scheduled earlier than usual and we need to rethink our strategy. The plans we discussed all revolved around our match against Strike X. When not they're disqualified, we have to come up with new ones against a new opponent. I enter the hangar and look for Aura. When they arrive, everyone is already there. Show waves.
Roseth?
Hi.
Hi.
Carrie greets me with a nod.
Good. We're all here. Let's head to the pre-combat room and start planning out strategies. Hey!
We quickly turn at the sound of May's voice. She waves and beams at us as she runs closer.
What are you doing here, May?
Carrie sounds less than amused.
I wanted to wish you all good luck. I'm so excited for our match.
Me too.
Maya smiles and nods. Let's give it our best. Good luck to you guys too. We won't hold back. May smiles.
We won't either.
As quickly as she arrived, she's gone in a flash.
She's so nice. I'm totally feeding off of her enthusiasm. I'm getting a better vibe off of this match too than the one off of Strike X.
No!
Sho blinks at Kiri's outburst.
No?
She's just putting on an act. She was trying to psych us out. Don't fall for it.
I don't think that was her goal.
You guys don't know her like I do. You can't trust her. Especially when she's acting all friendly like that.
Kiri's been acting strange, more than usual when May is involved.
Anyways, let's go strategize while we have some time.
She doesn't wait for us to answer begins power walking towards the pre-combat rooms.
Hey, wait for us!
We joke to catch up and follow her. After a quick change to our pilot suits, we meet at the holodesk. Gary sets up the match. A few minutes later, the holodesk projects the arena and the gears involved in the fight.
Alright, so what's the deal?
Onna Bugiesha is a melee-only team. It will be important to pay attention to our positioning and maintain a safe distance.
We've had close combat teams in the past. Claw of the Wild comes to mind from a few weeks ago. Mayu is focused on the holodesk and takes a serious tone.
Claw of the Wild was a melee-centric team, but their gears were needed to perform a hybrid role. Based on Ona Bugesha's data, their gears are all custom-tailored for high bursts of speed and close combat engagements. We would benefit greatly from keeping a distance. If we play defensively, it will force them to chase us, and we can wear them down before going on the offense.
What do you think, Broseph?
Agreed, range is key. If they have no range operate, we should do as much damage from afar as we can. Wailing them down before fully engaging will give us an advantage.
Sounds good to me.
Mayu and Curry both nod. Okay, well, we can all go range, but Aura can't. The team looks at Curry.
I'll engage May head on and keep her out of the fight.
That kind of goes against our plan. To my surprise, Curry grits it even bites back a retort. She studies the holodesk for a little too long, then sighs.
I guess I don't have much of a choice. I'll hang back with you guys and intercept if one of the enemy gears manages to break through.
Mayu nods.
I think that would be best.
Okay, let's recap. We'll play it from a distance and keep baiting their team. Since Mayu is our best shot, we'll keep her well protected and follow her lead.
Curry looks right at me. She finally looks more focused than I've seen her all week.
You and Sho can play aggressively if we take the lead. I will intercept whoever reaches Mayu, if they even manage to. Got it?
We all nod. The tension is palpable. Even though Kaori is always curious, I don't is more aggressive than usual.
We have a rare
Serious.
opportunity to really boost our MMR, and we can't throw this chance away. There's absolutely no way we can lose to May.
That almost sounded like a threat. I nodded uneasily and glanced at Sho and Mayu, whose faces mirror my thoughts. Curry turns back to the desk and uploads our plan as we wait in silence. A loud beep announced the match. I mutter under my breath. Saved by the beep. Sho and Mayu seem equally relieved.
Just make sure you guys stay focused.
Of course.
Sho forces enthusiasm into his voice, attempt to raise our morale. Curry ignores him and Sho deflates.
Let's go.
Oh boy. We enter the arena from one side, while Onabaisha enters from the other.
Welcome, everyone! Are you all ready for another fantastic match?
The crowd erupts into a loud cheer.
Good, because we have an amazing one lined up for you. Ona Bugesha versus 8, 20, 49, 11!
Everyone's guns are open as we wait the sound off. May's team get into position and wait with relaxed confidence. As we get into formation, the tension I felt from before intensifies. This no longer feels as friendly of a match as I thought it would be. As soon as the sound gear blares, May's team dashes straight towards us. A faint shimmer surrounding the gear reveals a high, hefty frontal shield.
On it!
Mayu raises a gun and takes aim on the three of us position to protect her. Every round flies around the gears in the distance. Although the shot connects, it is burst into hexagonal shimmers.
What?
They're shields! They're tailored to deal with railruns. I need the shield to be weakened so that my shot can penetrate and force an immediate to power.
Affirmative. I'll stay back and protect. You two go aggressive and focus on knocking out their shield.
Let's go.
Roger that. Switching to EMP rounds now.
Sho and I boost forward, spraying a hail of energy rounds. The enemy team takes evasive maneuvers. May breaks away while the other three continue racing towards Mayu. The close enemy gear takes the brunt of the damage and its front barrier drops. Maya takes advantage of the vulnerability and aims a shot at the gear, instantly depowering it.
Nice. One down.
I have two of them approaching me. Howdy? Howdy!
Aura had already left her position and sprints towards May.
What are you doing? You have to protect Mayu.
I am! I'm taking out May so she can't attack.
That wasn't the plan!
You two cover her.
We're not in position to. She's already engaged. Let's go.
Sho and I boost to Mayu, but it's too late.
I've been depowered.
Her voice is leafily calm. This can't be good. There's enemy gear shift to Sho and I.
2 on 2, but not much distance. Play this out carefully.
For once, Sho is serious. The gears split their focus, and one of them charged towards me. Towards me, while the other boosts towards Sho. I boost away and take aim. Hit. My aim is true, then the blast of energy rounds collides with her gear. She stumbles back from the hit, while I create more distance between us. Before she can try again, I move away to create more distance between us. I raise my gun for another shot. Shoot. She tries to dodge, but it's too slow and my shots pellet her shield. She's pushed back from the force of the blow, but once she gets her bearing, she boosts right back towards me. As she approaches, I boost away from her and weave around the arena, forcing her to chase me. I set up my aim. Shoot. Hey! She's too slow to dodge and my shot strikes right through her shield. Her gear can't support the hit and she's depowered. I look over at Sho just enough to see an enemy gear strike. Watch out! I boost closer and shoot again. The rounds connect to the gear just as her attack connects with Sho. Sho blocks just a second too late and is depowered, but because she wasn't expecting my attack, she left herself vulnerable and is also depowered. May is the only remaining gear.
One more gear and the match is ours.
On it. I boost towards Scary and May, who are locked in a duel. Aura strikes with Vigor, but is parried. May retaliates with a wide swing, which Scary barely manages to block. I'm here.
Don't interfere!
Huh?
What?
What do you mean, don't interfere?
Let me handle this!
Cody! This isn't a simulation. It's a real match.
Yeah, what you're saying?
May is going down in a one-on-one. She won't have any excuses this way!
This is a team match. You can't put a win in jeopardy because you want to make this personal.
What should I do? Okay. Okay. I want to know both choices. Depending on how this first choice that I'm making goes. I'll be switching to the other and then make my decision for real. I'm not going to interfere at first. I could Eagle Z engines.
What are you doing?
May notes my engine is off, and she lunges towards Eagle. Defend. Eagle bursts into action.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna sit and let her take me out. I anticipated her swing. I sidestep using my thrusters and counterattack my own blade. With no shield activated on the back arc, my swing completely powers her gear.
Nice one.
Sho's the only one to speak.
Guys? Guys?
Okay,
Nice
go.
one.
Take it. Now keep Eagle still. I barely reach our chasing after us. All I can see is May's blade. Ignite of energy. Her shield shimmers as it fades away. In one clean swing, I'm depowered. Wait, May's depowered too? Armor is still in a final stance. Her blade extended. She must have hit May at the same time May hit me.
She summoned all her remaining power into her final attack so she could go for a direct gear depower.
May knew she wouldn't win 2-on-1. She went for the safest points, which was the smartest play for their overall team.
That wasn't subtle at all. Armor's blade lowers, but Curry doesn't speak. Sho and Maya fall silent too.
8, 20, 49, 11 are the winners! Congratulations!
The crowd roars to life, but the examen doesn't penetrate the friction clouding our team.
I hate to rush our competing teams, but we have another match in just a few minutes. Please clear the arena.
May's team heads back to the combat room as we head to ours. When we enter the pre-combat room, Kiori is nowhere to be found. She must already be changing. Joe and I go to change, but Maya stays back. She must be really upset if she's actively avoiding Kiori.
Man, I'm not liking the vibe right now.
I didn't engage May, so I don't see why Kiori would be so upset.
It's because she didn't get her clean win.
What else could I have done? Joe scratched the back of his head and sighs.
That was a lose-lose situation any way you look at it.
I shrug. It's in the past now.
Yeah.
Joe and I finish changing and head back into the pre-combat room. As soon as we enter, Kiori stomps up to me. Maya is nowhere to be found.
Why did you do that?
I blink at her confusion. Do what exactly?
I told you to stay out of it.
Which is precisely what I did. She bites back another retort.
You don't understand.
How could he? You aren't making any sense at all.
Kiori tenses and glares at Joe.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, Kaori.
We turn around to see Mayu. Her jaw is set and her eyes are hard. I've never seen her this upset before. It's chilling. Kiori's eyes widen.
Mayu?
You put your personal agenda above the team and risked the match. Our positioning was compromised, and I had no support. Those two were out of position because of an aggressive call that you made. That ended up costing us 3 depowered gears. So no, you do owe us an explanation.
Her voice is calm but severe. Maya's ice is a lot more unnerving than any of Kiori's fiery outbursts. This is getting out of control. Let's all take a deep breath and calm down. They ignore me and continue to glare at each other. Kiori looks between the three of us, then sighs.
I get it. I made a mistake. But I can't be expected to always make the perfect calls.
We don't expect that from you either. But when you start throwing the blame around...
I'm sorry, okay?
That didn't sound very sincere.
It would help if you meant it.
Kiori clenches her hand into fists.
I said I'm sorry! I messed up. It was my fault. Blame me. What else do you want?
Let's drop it. She already said sorry. Joe crosses his arms, but nods. At least Maya seems to have returned to her normal demeanor.
Okay.
We usually celebrate as a team after a win, but I get the feeling that won't happen this time. After picking up our stuff, we exit the pre-combat room. May is waiting for us outside, leaning against the door.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win.
I glance at May, barely registering her presence. I'm too wrapped up with what happened in the pre-combat room. May's smile falters when no one answers.
Wow, with gloomy faces like that, I'd think you were the ones that lost. Shut up, May!
May flinches from the ferocity of Kiori's voice.
I was just kidding, Kaori. This is all your fault!
May is stunned into silence.
You seriously need to calm down. May didn't do anything.
You're being too harsh, Kaori.
Kiori's eyes flash.
You guys are taking her side? I thought you were my teammates!
You aren't taking anyone's side, but since the match, you've been acting like a complete...
Show!
Sho catches himself and falls silent. Kiori looks at him.
A complete what?
nothing.
She pauses. When she finally speaks, her voice cracks.
I see. That's how you really feel.
Sho's look softens.
No, I didn't mean that.
Kira turns to face May.
You.
She lowers her head.
You always turn my friends against me.
She spins on her heels and walks away. When she thinks she's out of eyesight, she starts running.
Kaori!
Kira disappears. Sho is about to rush after her when May blocks his path.
I have to go apologize. I didn't mean what I said.
May sighs.
You need to give her space right now, or you'll just make it worse.
Sho looks torn, but doesn't try to follow Kaori.
I don't think I've ever seen her too upset to yell.
Maya looks down worriedly at her feet.
I was too mean to her earlier. I'm sorry.
You guys shouldn't blame yourselves. Kaori just needs time to cool off.
You sound like you speak from experience. May sighs and nods. What's the river saying you always turn my friends against me?
It's a long story. Something that happened back in middle school.
Something to do with Ryota? You do go way back.
Yeah, we do.
May's pocket vibrates. She pulls out the phone and reviews the message.
My team is wondering where I am. Don't worry too much about Kaori. She'll be okay. I'll talk to her when she's calmed down.
We nod and watch May head out. I don't feel any less guilty.
I shouldn't have acted that way earlier.
No, it was my stupid comments. I never should have said something like that.
I guess they still feel guilty too. Okay, this is once again a situation where I'm not sure which the answers I like more. So I'm going by instinct and just checking up on her. If that doesn't work out the way I hope it works out, I'll give her space and then decide between the two. I'll go see if she's okay.
No, let me do it.
I don't think she'd be too happy to see you right now, Sho.
He's right.
Sho frowns but doesn't protest. You guys can it out. I'll text you once everything is okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's no point in you guys just standing around there.
Let us know if we can help.
Will do. I wave at the pair and jog in the direction Kiori went. The sun dips low in the sky as the evening rolls in. I search several locations for Kiori until I arrive at one of the most secluded campus squads. There's only one student sitting on the bench with her back at her feet. Kiori's face is bent over her chest, and I can hear faint sniffles. Console her. I place an arm on her shoulder. Hey, are you okay? Kiori glanced at me for a second, but it was long enough for me to see her eyes glittered. She rubs her eyes. We're all sorry. We're sorry, Kiori. Kiori shakes her head.
You guys don't have anything to be sorry for. It was my fault.
Still, we're your teammates. We should be helping each other, not fighting.
You guys were right. This was personal.
What?
I've been busy with other stuff. I guess the stress got to me.
Other stuff? Kiori shakes her head.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing major. I just have to handle myself better.
I sit down beside her and enjoy the silence. The only sounds are the soft whistles of the breeze and the chirp of wildlife. I let the tranquility wash over me. Even Kiori seems to be calmer. She looks up at the evening sky. I've been wondering, what's your history with May? Kiori looks at me.
What do you mean?
She acts like your best friend, but you, not so much. Kiori sighs.
We were best friends, but that was before she broke my trust. Our friendship can't go back to what it used to be, no matter how badly she wants it.
What did she do that was so unforgivable? Kiori looks away. If you're ashamed or embarrassed to tell me, could it really have been that bad?
Yes.
Although she answers quickly, she seems a little less certain than before. Alright, that's your call, but it's obvious that May still cares a lot about you. Kiori doesn't answer.
It's getting pretty late.
You're going to head out? She stands up and picks up her bag.
Yeah,
Unexpectedly, she smiles.
thanks.
I smile back. No problem. Want me to walk you back to your dorm?
I'm okay.
Alright, have a good evening.
You too.
After she disappears around the corner, I head back to my bike. The entire ride home, I run through the events leading up to Kiori's departure and a conversation afterwards. I'm just glad everything worked out okay. When the house is quiet when I arrive home, I'm a little relieved as I'm exhausted, so I head straight to bed and fall fast asleep. I turned off my alarm and stretch, then let it groan. Yesterday was a really intense day, and I'm certainly feeling it now. At least it's Friday. With a regretful sigh, I roll out of bed and prepare for my classes. I grab a quick breakfast and drive to school. Yuna is waiting for me in the class and smiles broadly when I sit down next to her. Hi Yuna.
Hey! Sorry we haven't had a chance to catch up. How did your meeting go with Yuri?
It wasn't as bad as I anticipated, even though he asked a lot of questions.
About Eagle?
No, he was more interested in my team back at CI when why. She blinks in genuine surprise.
Oh, I was under the impression he was curious about Eagle.
It's okay, I didn't mind. Clearly did his homework about how teams are run at the States, because he didn't seem surprised by anything I shared. Yuna nods.
There's a reason why he's the youngest account manager to manage a team at Dashu.
Have you talked to him yet?
Yes. He said that you show a lot of promise, and he's confident that if the rest of your teammates are as determined as you are, then you'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with.
That's it? She furrows her brow in concern.
Yeah. Should he have said anything else?
I guess he was serious on his, when he said I should talk to her about her brother. Actually, maybe now isn't the right time to bring up this conversation. It's time I asked. Well, we had a good conversation, but there was... Okay. This is actually one of those things again, to be completely honest. Like this is like literally a make or break type of deal. In my opinion. Well, we had a good conversation, but there was one thing he said that stood out.
What is it?
I hesitate, trying to think of the most delicate way to put this. I know that you didn't find Dashu through the SPA. She opens her mouth to speak, but I shake my head. And I know how difficult this must have been for you to reach out to them. She gazes at her lap. I'm grateful that you did, but why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry.
The team knows what happened. The team knows what happened to your brother, don't they? She nods slowly.
Everyone does. His accident was during a match at school.
You should have told me. We could have kept searching for a sponsor.
No, Dashu was great to my brother. I knew they would be good for you too.
But they're a constant reminder of what happened to him. She finally meets my eyes.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but I'll be fine. Anyway, we should talk about this later. The professor is here.
I glance at the front of the room and see the professor setting up. Okay. The professor enters the room and gets settled. Wasn't the professor already in the room? Wasn't the professor already getting set? Sure, whatever.
Good morning, everyone. Please open your textbooks to page 81. Your assignments are on the web link. Have a great day.
You and I pack up our things and walk out of class together. Do you have another class to go to?
No, but I have to meet my physiotherapy professor. I'm a TA for his class.
I didn't know you were a TA.
Yep, I don't usually help out in his Friday classes, but he's holding exams today, so I need to be there. Do you have any other classes?
No, but I'm kinda hungry. I'll grab lunch at the pilot lounge. Her face lights up.
Oh, you're lucky. They're supposed to have really good food.
I grin. They do, and they even have burgers. Yuna's eyes grow wide.
Are they better than the ones we had?
Nothing better than what we had. I gaze gently into her eyes. Nothing can compare it to what we had. She gives me a strange look.
Okay.
Yuna pouts.
Aw, I wish I could try them.
Maybe I'll smuggle one out for you.
Really?
I'm taken aback by her hopeful gaze. I guess if they have them I will. They're not them every day. She beams.
That would be great.
Yuna checks the time.
Oops, I'm going to be late. I'll see you later.
Bye. I wave as she dashes off. Alone, I make my way to the pilot's lounge. I check out the menu on display of the lounge. There's the usual Japanese fare that I can find at the dining hall too. Today's special is Napoleon spaghetti, popularly known as ketchup spaghetti. The bartender approaches me and waits expectantly. Order spaghetti. When in Rome, or I guess in this case, when in Japan, one Napoleon spaghetti, please. Napolitan. Whoops. The bartender nods. He brings me my order, and I take it to an empty table. As soon as I sit down, someone slides into the seat across from me. I'm ready to apologize and ask if the table is taken. When I take a look, at the girl smiling at me. May?
Is this seat taken?
No, they can sit there.
Thanks.
This is a little uncomfortable after what happened yesterday. I think she feels it too.
So, how's Kaori?
She'll be okay. May nods.
I thought so. I haven't seen her that upset since...
She hesitates. Since Ryota? She blinks but seems relieved.
Oh, Kaori told you about Ryota?
Sort of. I'm not about to tell her I was listening in on their conversation a few days ago.
Did she say it was all my fault?
It was certainly implied. May sighs.
I wish I'd never said anything.
I blink. May doesn't strike me as someone who has many regrets. She's always cheerful and seems to take whatever life throws at her in stride. I believe that you meant well.
Thanks. If only Kaori could see that. I wasn't trying to ruin her friendship with Ryota, or my friendship with her.
They would have been so cute together.
You know, if Ryota hadn't been such a jerk.
And how awesome would it have been if my two friends ended up together?
Sounds like you were excited for her.
I was! Even back then, Kaori was more reserved around people.
She didn't like to show her feelings.
So I was so excited when she told me she liked Ryota.
If he was such a jerk, why were you friends with him?
He wasn't always like that. Honestly, I don't know why he exploded the way he did. We used to do everything together.
His family even took us on their vacations.
I knew him back in elementary school when
He still had huge glasses and would tell goofy jokes that were too smart to be funny. Kids used to pick on him a lot. So we entered middle school and he worked hard to change his image.
he lost the glasses and became more serious. The more I think about it, the more I think he stuck with us out of obligation, rather than true feeling. We were his only friends for a long time, until he hit his growth spurt. Then all the girls were suddenly interested.
May looks thoughtful.
Actually, I think it was when the other girls started to notice him that Kaori liked him too.
Do you still keep in touch with him?
Of course not.
She hits the table with emphasis.
I told him all that stuff in confidence, thinking maybe it would give him a push to make a move.
Well, he made a move, all right. He went out of his way to hurt Kaori. What kind of friend is that? That's not a person I want to associate with. It's just frustrating that Kaori would lump me into the same category as him.
This explains so much. Thank you, May.
Huh? For what?
I finally understand why Kira acts so Kaori-like. May's eyes widen.
You think I turned her into that?
It makes sense. She's withdrawn, quick to make judgments, stubborn. May laughs.
She's sort of always been like that, I think. She's always been stubborn, at least.
If it's been so long, why do you still try so hard with her? May looks at me as if I sprouted a third arm.
She's my friend. I left her alone for a while so she could cool off. And I admit, I was angry at her for a long time too. But then I saw her withdraw completely. No one should be alone. I know she hasn't forgiven me yet, but she will.
How can you be so sure?
It might take her a little longer, but in the end, Kaori always sees reason.
May is completely confident that Kira will forgive her. That must be how she can still act so familiarly with her. Even though Kira doesn't reciprocate? Reciprocate? Whatever. Those feelings. I have to admit, I kind of admire May for that.
Anyway, since I really didn't get the chance to say it yesterday, congrats on your win.
I blink. Oh, thanks.
But don't get used to it. Ana Bugeisha has a lot of practicing to do. It won't be that easy the next time we battle.
You called it easy? I wouldn't say that that was easy. Your team put up a good fight. May grins.
I know.
From the corner of my eye, I spot Kiori and Sho enter the pilot lounge. Sho's still alive and in one piece. They must have worked things out with each other. That's a relief. Then, to my surprise, she walks over to us. Sho follows. May is just as surprised when Kiori and Sho sit with us.
What's going on, Brosif?
Nothing much. Where's Mayu?
Class.
I look over at Kiori. Hey, Kiori.
Hi.
She looks sideways at May.
Hi, May.
May doesn't react right away. Then skews on the light and throws her arms around Kiori.
Hi! May! Stop it!
Kiori pulls away in a huff while May laughs. The four of us continue to chat together. The tensions felt from yesterday are completely gone. As if they never happened. May even got Kiori to laugh. Eventually we all go separate ways as everyone heads to their class or other obligations. I still have some free time. Mayu. I receive an incoming call from Mayu. Hey Mayu.
Hi. I hope you don't think this is weird, but would you want to go to the comic book store with me?
Oh, is the one on campus?
No, it's in town. My next class was cancelled, so I'm done for the day. Do you have class?
No, I'm done too. She seems relieved.
Great! I pre-ordered the new series of Boundless Stratus, and it's ready for pickup. I don't like going alone because the guys there are, a bit overbearing. They're always trying to chat, and they keep asking me to play games and stuff. But it feels weird. Sho's not into comics, and he also thinks I'm overreacting. I would just feel more comfortable having you there with me.
Sure, I'll go with you. How are you planning to get there?
By bus.
I can drive us.
Are you sure? I don't want to be any trouble.
It's no trouble. How about I meet you at your dorm? We can go together.
Okay, see you soon.
Besides that, I have to drive there anyway. So, if she takes the bus and I take her bike, then yeah, I take the bike either way. It doesn't change anything. We hang up and I head to her dorm. After I pick her up, I drive us to the comic book store in town. When we arrive, Maya hesitates before she hops off my bike. You okay?
Yeah.
She takes a deep breath and then gives me a nod. I follow her into the store. As soon as I walk in, my mouth falls agape in wonder. Every stuff I'm in the store is beyond attractive. Is it a prerequisite of working here? As I continue to look around, the patrons are all in the same level as the staff. The women have beautiful smiles and shapely curves which turn into legs that go on for days. They smile at me as we walk past. The men are all tall with broad shoulders, and I can see the faint outlines of muscles underneath their shirts. I'm not in bad shape, but I feel a little out of place. I wish I spent more time on my training. What is this place? Maya doesn't even pause and heads straight to the counter. When we walk past, the staff members greet us, but Maya keeps her head down and refuses to make eye contact. After you approach the counter, an equally attractive and friendly man greets us.
Good to see you again, Mayu. Is there anything I can help you with?
Hi. I got an email saying my pre-order for Boundless Stratus has arrived.
I don't think we had any copies yet, but I'll double check in the back stockroom for you. In the meantime, you and your friend should have a look around.
After flashing his handsome smile, he heads to the back room.
Do you want to take a look at their manga?
Yeah, sounds good. Maya leads me through the section and I browse the titles. Are you a big manga fan?
I read some.
I thought I'd catch Maya and physically grabbed the book off the shelf. Oh, I remember this. Did you ever read this one? I hold the book out to Maya while she examines the cover. She furrows her brow and slowly shakes her head.
No.
Really? It was super popular when we were in middle school. At least it was in the States.
What's it about?
The main character and his family had to return home to take care of his sick grandfather, who passes on a protective charm for the main character. At his first day of his new high school, he gets into a fight and accidentally activates the charm, which turns out to be a cat spirit demon girl. What? Once activated, the cat girl tries to protect the main character and disguises herself as another student of his class. At his school, sorry. This causes all sort of hilarious scenarios between her and the other girls in class.
That doesn't sound very familiar.
I shrug. It's really silly, but it was fun at the time.
Which character was your favorite?
The shy girl. I always like the quiet girl. She's really nice and understanding, and she's so cute when she gets so embarrassed. Maya grins and the cheeks turn pink.
I think I would like her too.
Anyway, I can't believe they still have it. I put the book back on the shelf. The other theories read besides Boundless Stratus. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I like Evangelion and Gundam too.
I'm beginning to see a trend there. She blinks.
What do you mean?
Well, all the mangas you mentioned have giant robot battles. Maya's cheeks tinge pink.
I mean, I do come from a long line of pilots. It's only natural that I gravitate towards those type of manga too.
You haven't read any other types?
No. Father wasn't very fond of manga to begin with. The only reason he let me read the ones I did was because they were sort of relevant to my studies.
Her voice lowers to a mumble.
And because he didn't know about most of them.
She stares at the ground and shuffles her feet when she catches my grin. Who knew I had a rebellious side? Let's find a manga that you like, that's not gear related.
Okay.
We both peruse the shelves. One of the gorgeous men nearby politely greets us.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear you're looking for a new manga. My sister just finished this one, and she loved it.
He hands Maya a book with a cute girl on the flute.
Maybe you'd like it.
Maya shifts from one foot to the other. Thanks, man, it's really nice of you.
Thanks.
No problem.
Another man interjects.
I highly recommend that one too. Although there are some parts later on that could deal with some heavy subjects.
That's true.
If you want something more lighthearted, you might want to check out that author's second title.
A third man joins in the conversation.
Oh, I've read that one. You're talking about the boy and alien pet, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one is really funny. The two of them get into all sorts of shenanigans.
Huh, I'll have to check that out too.
Maya stands up to sit the cards surrounding her and stick a tea at the chat. I gently pull her aside and point to the book still clutched tightly in her hand. So, what do you think? She takes a deep breath to relax, then scans the synopsis.
It's about a girl who lands her dream role as the solo flutist in a symphony. But when her mother gets sick, she has to decide between her family and her passion. Actually, I think this would be very interesting.
I grin. Mission accomplished. The man who originally suggested the title knows Maya's interest in the book.
I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks.
We part from the group, who are still deep in discussion. Maya breathes a sigh of relief.
I'm glad you came with me. Didn't you see what happened back there? That happens all the time.
That's what Maya meant by overbearing. They seem like really cool guys to me. At least you got a new book out of it. She smiles at the title in her hands.
True.
After selecting a couple of titles for myself, I glance at Mayu. Let's go check your pre-order. She nods happily. We head to the counter while the clerk is waiting for us.
Here is your pre-order.
Thanks.
I place the books I picked up on the counter and hand over my card. I'd like to check these out, please.
Oh yeah.
I think she's forgot about the manga in her hand. She puts it on the counter. Offers to pay for her. Include the one in my purchase too. She blinks at me in surprise.
You don't have to do that.
I know. I want to. She smiles. I smile at her and she blushes.
But you've already done enough just by agreeing to come here with me.
That's not much. Any good friends would do that. She's still hesitant.
I appreciate it, but...
Here you go, sir.
The cashier returns my card and hands me the receipt and the back of all of my books, including Mayu's. What? Mayu's eyes so wide as she stares at the bag. The cashier winks at me.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. I grab Mayu. Consider this an early birthday present. Mayu blushes deeply.
Thanks.
As we head towards the door, Mayu bumps into someone.
I'm sorry.
She looks up in surprise.
May.
Hi, guys.
I didn't know you like to read manga.
Oh, yeah. It's a secret pleasure of mine.
Really?
Wouldn't it be called a guilty pleasure then? I'm not sure actually. May grins appreciatively as one of the men walks past. So as she means by secret pleasure. At least I'm not the only one who sees this. Mayu furrows her brow.
View? It's inside a mall plaza.
May raises an eyebrow. I understand her look all too well. How's Mayu not seeing this?
Anyway, I've got some things to check out, so I'll see you later.
She heads deeper into the store while Maya and I walk outside. Ready to head back? She nods. We hop on my bike and I drive us back to campus.
Thanks for taking me to the comic book store.
Thanks for introducing me to it. Now I know where to go to catch up on my series. She smiles.
I'm really happy you like to read manga too. Sho doesn't really care for it.
Do you think he'd like it more since there are pictures? Maya giggles.
Be nice. Anyway, father will be here soon, and I still have to clean.
By clean, do you mean hide your new books? She blushes.
It would be best if he didn't know. Anyway, I'll see you later.
I wave goodbye and watch her disappear into her dorm. My phone rings unexpectedly. It's Valerie. Hello?
I've got a surprise for you. Come to the hangar.
Oh boy. What is... She hung up. Of course she hung up. I guess I better go see what's up. I'll try to stop myself into the hangar. I'll make a beeline to Eagle. Valerie is perched in front of my terminal, but jumps up once she sees me. She moves the terminal and gestures for me to sit.
Voila!
I stare at the scrolling code on the screen. She got to stop acting like I can read the stuff. What is this?
It's a manual documentation. It needs to be cleaned up before it can be fully understood, though.
So you got me to show me something that's not complete? Valerie crosses her arms.
I thought you'd be able to appreciate the magnitude of this discovery.
I'm not trying to downplay the importance of this.
Besides, my script is parsing it as we speak. It'll be done in a few minutes.
We wait patiently for her program to finish running. I watch as she keeps an eye on her script. She's confident in her program, yet she keeps glancing at it, expecting the eagerness beneath her calm demeanor. I can't help but wonder. How did you get into engineering?
Girls can't be engineers.
That's not what I said. Valerie laughs.
It's like a puzzle.
What?
Taking things apart and putting it back together. Finding new ways to piece everything together to make it a better product. The possibilities are endless, even if we can't see all the solutions just yet.
And you discovered that by accident? She shrugs and becomes strangely aloof.
Things broke around the house a lot. If I didn't fix it, then it would be broken forever.
Why not just buy a new one?
It always worked fine once fixed. Why spend that extra money?
Fair. But why did you have to fix it? Why not your parents? She frowns in disdain.
My mom couldn't be bothered with things like that. If the computer broke, she'd pretend the problem didn't exist until she needed to use it. Then she'd go and buy a new one because she needed to use it immediately. Money was always tight, and that's why I started trying to fix things. The first thing I ever properly fixed was my bike. I was 15 and my neighbor at the time was a young woman at university. She helped me fix it, and when she learned I was interested in this stuff, she gave me a bunch of how-to books for my birthday.
I guess I was lucky that my dad was pretty handy. He taught me how to take care of my things. Valerie grins playfully.
Could have fooled me. Eagle's always a little worse for wear by the time he gets to me. Isn't that right, Eagle?
She coos affectionately at my gear. It's not a puppy. A sharp beep interrupts our conversation. Valerie whips back to watch the screen.
It's done.
Valerie and I both lean to get a better look at the screen. I turn my head to ask her a question. When her hair brushes my cheek, It's soft and smells like flowers. I hadn't realized how close we were to each other until now. Valerie is too focused on the screen to notice. Her slender fingers dance across the keyboard.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense.
What makes a lot of sense?
Why your core only activated that one time? The function of the core was set to debug mode with a single run instance.
English, please.
The overdrive mode was meant to be used for testing purposes, so it was set to only activate once.
And what does that mean?
It means if we can figure out how to change the setting and find out the parameters of activation, you could use the overdrive mode on demand.
My eyes widened as I considered the possibilities. Are you serious?
Yeah, in theory anyway.
She squints at the code.
That's not even the best part. Here are blueprints with algorithms and formulas.
What do they say? Valerie puts a finger to her lip.
It seems to be incomplete, but we might be able to use this and a bit of reverse engineering to fill in the gaps. If we can figure this out, we can understand the details of the core.
No. Good stuff. You're kind of amazing. She grins.
About time you noticed.
Why did Dad include this function for my core? Why didn't he tell me? I have so many questions and too few answers. Let's keep this a secret.
A secret?
Yeah, there's no point in getting the team's hopes up, but we don't even know if this will work. Plus, I don't need anyone snooping around my gear. I look pointedly at Valerie. She smiles innocently.
What? That's what brought us together. Are you saying you wish you'd never met me?
Of course not, but one Valerie is more than enough. She smirks.
Don't I feel special?
Valerie gets to work and I watch her for a while. She's working too fast for me to comprehend what she's doing, and I don't want to interrupt her groove to explain it to me. After a few minutes, she glances back at me.
How about you sit in this chair and I'll watch you work?
I guess she doesn't like me looking over her shoulder. I don't blame her. I hate that too. I'll give you some space then. She leans back to the terminal.
Thanks. I'll let you know once I'm done.
After saying goodbye, I leave her to do her thing. I think it's time before I head home tonight. What do I feel like doing? Yuna. I dial Yuna's number.
Hello?
Hi Yuna, what are you up to this evening?
I'm in the small auditorium in the drama center.
Oh, is there a play?
Not quite. I'm attending a class run by the improv club. You should come.
Okay. That sounds like fun. I'll be right there.
Great. See you soon.
As soon as we hang up the phone, I head to the drama center. When I arrive, I spot Yuna sitting towards the right of the room. As I head over, I run straight into someone. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. Hey, I know you. Aren't you the instructor for the cooking club? You teach improv too? He laughs.
No, that's my twin brother.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, have a seat. We are about to get started.
He marches to the front of the room while I sit beside Yuna. She smiles in acknowledgement. The auditorium has about 30 people. Although I'd never considered improv before, I suppose it's something a lot of people are interested in.
Welcome to improv! For those of us new to this group, improv is live acting. Everything is made up in the moment. Plot, character, dialogue, everything. Every performance is unique and cannot be recreated in exactly the same way. Okay, everyone partner up. We're going to have each team perform a skit.
You and I nod at each other.
It doesn't matter if you're a newbie to improv or a veteran. The most important thing to remember is to go with the flow. Your partner might throw something completely wild at you, but that's okay. That's what makes improv fun. You'll have a choice of scenarios on stage for each pair to choose from. Once the scene has been set, then the only rule is to do whatever comes to mind. So, any volunteers?
Me. I raise my hand. We volunteer as tribute. Yuna started but doesn't object.
Wonderful. Come on up then.
Are you ready? She's nervous but nods.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Together, we head on stage.
You'll find the scenario options on the table over there. Once you've decided, read the scenario out loud for the rest of the class.
We walk over to the table in the corner of the stage.
Which one do you want to do?
I read the descriptions. Wow, you must declare your dying confession in the arms of your love. A deathbed confession. Can I be the one who's dying?
Sure, I'll follow your lead then.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
After we select the description, I read it aloud for the class. The instructor then gives us the signal to begin. Yuna signals she will follow my lead. I rush into the stage, dodging imaginary arrows. Ah! I clutch at my chest and one of the arrows hits me and stumble around the stage before falling on my knees. My breath shortens into gasps as I slowly lay my back. Yuna races onto the stage and cradles me into her lap.
Stay with me!
I gurgle faintly.
Shh. Don't talk. Everything will be okay.
There's something I have to tell you.
You can tell me when you're better.
Come closer. She leans in and her hand tickles my cheek. I whisper to her. Something meaningful. I'm sorry, we couldn't have much time together.
Don't talk like that!
I feign a coughing fit.
Save your voice.
I'll always remember the time we had. After the words come out, I fall limp in her arms.
No! Please come back to me. What will I do without you?
She shakes me gently, but I don't stir. Her voice grows fake.
I'll never forget you.
She pulls my face into her breast and hugs me. Stay in character. Although I'm actually aware of my nose nested into her soft bosom, I remain still. After all, I'm supposed to be dead, and dead people don't move. After a moment, she tenses up as if she realizes something.
Oh.
She pushes me away as her face grows beet red. The audience laugh, causing her face to burn even redder. The student professor clamps his hands.
Great job, you two. Have either of you done improv before?
We shake our heads.
You're a natural.
Really?
Yes, that was hilarious. You two have great chemistry together. You make an awesome team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yuna glows with excitement as we return to our seats.
We rocked it. Thanks for coming and joining me.
No problem, this was a lot more fun than I expected it to be.
Alright, I swapped out the scenarios on the table so we don't get any repeats. So who's next?
Yuna and I watched the other team perform their skits to the amusement of us all. By the time everyone had finished, my sides hurt from laughing so hard. The house is quiet when I get home. Uncle Kurt is still working his crazy hours, and Nicky's probably still at a club. Stifling a yawn, I trudge upstairs. It's been a long day, and all I want to do is relax. As I pass by Nicky's room, I notice the door is closed. Huh, I guess she's home after all. I think nothing of it until her deep, extremely male laugh behind Nicky's closed door. Nicky's giggle shortly follows. What is this? There's a boy in Nicky's room? And they're behind closed doors? Not on my watch. I burst into her room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nicky's eyes widen and her mouth drops open. The boy twists to look at me from the chair beside her bed. There's a boy in your room.
What are you doing?
Who is this guy? Nicky leaves from the bed and tries to push me away, but I stay rooted to the ground. It's this Ken? I turn to the guy, ignoring Nicky pulling on my arm. Are you Ken? He freezes like a deer in headlights and stammers out an information.
Yes?
Kenyon, oh, for fuck's sake.
Leave him alone. We're just studying.
Studying? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yes. What? No. Studying as in studying.
She points to her bed and I take another look around the room. Nicky's bed is propped with books, tablets, laptops. Ken is got an open textbook in his lap. A look of pure terror on his face. I'm not fooled. I know underneath that good kid facade there is a demon just waiting to pounce on my cute, innocent Emoto. What?
Ken is in my class and we have an exam next week.
I glare at Ken, who cowers from my stare.
So, now that you know nothing weird is happening, get out!
I cross my arms. Actually, I think I'll stay and help you to study.
What?
Whatever you're learning now, I already studied.
Don't you have your own homework you can do? We're studying fine without you.
Are you sure about that? I think Ken would appreciate the help. I glare at Ken, who gulps hard and nods.
Actually, it would be an honor to have the help of an ace pilot.
No, it wouldn't.
I narrow my eyes at Ken, very suspicious. Don't try anything silly. Don't even think about it. I didn't think it was possible, but Ken's eyes goes even wider. His gaze shifts helpfully to Nikki and back to me.
There's nothing happening. I'm not thinking anything.
Get out. I'm not going to fail my test because you're being a total weirdo.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I glare at Ken again. Just remember, whatever you're thinking of doing to her, I will do it to you.
It's just math.
Twice.
Out!
Nikki shoves me out of the room. Door.
I know. We'll leave the door open so you stop being stupid.
Luckily, my room is across from Nikki's. I leave my door open too while I try to work on my assignments, and to distract the focus as I strain to hear what they talk about. Every so often I hear them repeat the math formula and compare answers to equations. I guess they really are studying. This time. Eventually I give up and watch videos on YouTube. After about 2 hours, Ken goes home. Nikki slams the door shut to her room. Jeez, what's her problem? Now that I can focus again, I finish up my assignments and easily fall asleep afterwards. And there we have it.